Hello and welcome to my video entitled Gaining Clarity Through Self-Awareness. I'm Pam Davis, Leadership and Personal Development Coach at the PD Experience, and I work with women and leaders to clarify their goals, purpose, and dreams, further equipping them to be able to lead with confidence and communicate more effectively. If you're watching this and you're wondering whether or not you're in the right place, well, here's how you know. You're in the right place if you're simply seeking clarity about your goals, purpose, and your dreams. If you believe you are already aware, but you're interested in learning more about yourself. And then finally, you're in the right place if you've tried gaining clarity and getting the clutter out on your own, but you realize you want help doing that so that you can take the next step. I'm really thrilled that you're here. I'm confident that through our time together today, you're going to discover learnings and insights. And so I want you to go to my Facebook and Instagram pages, like and follow me so that you'll be able to have access to the content that I post daily that will speak to your growth and development. So let's begin by talking about awareness in general. What words come to mind when you hear the word awareness? I want you to mentally jot down 3 to 5 words that pop in your head. So for me, it's words like insight, understanding, knowledge, information, or vision. And so for the purpose of our conversation today, can we agree that awareness is knowledge or gaining information, knowledge or perception of a situation or fact? Shortly after I moved to Jacksonville, I met up with a relative for a visit. And because I was new to the city, I was really nervous about traveling without, a specific physical address. But because my cousin was familiar with the city, she was pretty confident that she could just give me the directions. So she said, exit 95 South at Phillips Highway. So when she gave me those directions, I thought to myself, oh, wow, I've passed this exit several times. And so just like she said, I took 95 South and I got off at Phillips Highway. And so once I exited, though, I didn't see what she was describing. She said she was standing on the right side of the road. I did not see her. I was clearly lost. So I called her and I was like, I just exited 95 South. I'm at Phillips Highway, but I still don't see you. She said, I'm right here. I'm right here. So I got back on to loop around again. And I still exited and did not see her. I did not see what she was describing. Has this ever happened to you before? Have you feel like you've gotten clear directions, you get off the exit and you don't see what the person is describing for you? Or just simply put, have you ever been lost? Well, it was a horrible feeling for me, especially being in a new city, a large new city. What I didn't know was that Phillips Highway intersects 95 South in 2 places. There's an exit downtown and then there's an exit further south. My cousin was looking for me at the south exit, but I was at the downtown exit. Without awareness, we get lost, we get stuck, we get in a loop that keeps repeating, and we're not making the progress that we're hoping to achieve, or we're not making the progress that matches the energy that we're putting into it. Sometimes we get frustrated and then ultimately we quit. The scenario about being familiar with I-95, how familiar are you with yourself? Well, no one should know you better than you. We're going to be talking today about self-awareness, and I'm going to talk about what it is. I'll share the benefits of having it, and then we're going to pinpoint ways that we can gain clarity through self-awareness. So the first step is understanding that we have to be an objective evaluator. We have to accurately be able to assess our emotions, thoughts, and values. And so research says that 95% of the people who believe or think that they are self-aware is in fact only 10 to 15% of us. So let me restate that. When people are asked, are they self-aware, 95% of the people in the survey said that yes, they are. But the reality is only about 10 to 15% of us are objectively aware of ourselves. Of course, we think we know ourselves, but much like the scenario that I mentioned in the Phillips Highway incident, both my cousin and I lacked the awareness that I-95 had two Phillips Highway exits. So had she known, she would have indicated the one on the south end of town for me to meet her at. Had I known, I would have said, okay, which one? The one downtown or the one on the south end? This is what awareness does. It awakens our consciousness. It opens our eyes and it helps us to see more clearly. So I want to share with you the two broad types of awareness. Internal awareness, of course, just like it suggests, being how we see ourselves, and external awareness, an understanding of how others see us. Awareness that allows us to objectively see our strengths, triggers, and blind spots. All right, that's what internal awareness is. When we are able to receive and process this information, it helps us to shape our clarity. Well, recently I had brunch with someone that I was just getting to know. We met through our sons, and shortly into our time together, the person shared with me and said that she was really nervous about how our meeting was going to go because her perception of me was that I was always so formal. I get that a lot. That or either some variation of it, professional, reserved, or even uptight. Often this sends off a message that I'm not approachable. But it's always interesting to hear people say after they've spent a few minutes with me and when they discover that I'm really more personable than I appear. And so through others' feedback, I have a better understanding of the vibe that my formalness gives off. So let's look at the benefits. The Harvard Business Review talks to us about how when we are more self-aware, when we're self-aware that we're more confident and creative, we make better decisions, our relationships are stronger, and we even communicate more effectively. As opposed to taking offense from the feedback that I got from the meeting I was in, I'm able to digest that feedback and determine whether or not I'm fine with the way things are, or if the feedback is prompting me to make changes. By tapping into your self-awareness, it helps to ensure that no one knows you better than you. So how do we do it? Well, we can begin by asking ourselves thought-provoking questions. Questions like, when am I at my best? Or what is it that I'm most passionate about? What type of environment do I thrive in? Reflection is a good way. Reflecting on the day, a successful transaction, or a poor choice. Receiving feedback from others, the example that I gave you, whether it be positive or constructive criticism. Another way is through formal assessment, Myers-Briggs or Strength Finders, or my personal favorite, the DISC behavioral assessment. The end result, though, is a deepened awareness, giving you a clearer perspective. So let's wrap up. In review, self-awareness is all about becoming an objective evaluator of yourself, accurately being able to assess your thoughts, values, and dreams. Secondly, the reality is that no one should know you better than you. And the benefits of this are game changing. You're more confident, you make more sound decisions, you communicate better. And then lastly, it gives you the insight that you need to deepen your awareness. So, are you ready to take the next step? Schedule a discovery call with me at www.thepdexperience.net. I would love to engage with you and assist you with deepening your understanding of yourself. Or you can email me at pamela.davis@thepdexperience.net. I would love to connect with you. I hope you'll join the growth movement. Invest in yourself and grow.